Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back again with Sick Ryan. I'm still coughing. I actually feel a lot better today. I'm gonna say that. So cough hasn't been as bad. It's only bad after I take medicine. So I don't know if it's worth breaking up the gunk inside me or what, but man, getting better. Almost to the point to where I can make like the long term or the long form content again. I can go over all these different games. Today, I'm still not feeling great enough to do a full breakdown of every game. So we're going to do it like I've been doing, guys. I'm going to pick my favorite games to target, tell you the games I think are going to be close enough and good for player props. And then I'm going to give you guys a breakdown on the slate and let you know some player props I like, as well as some potential underdog upsets that I like for the slate, because there's a couple on here that I theoretically think could cash and you can get good value. Yesterday's free picks, we ended up going 3-1 on the free picks yesterday. The only one that missed was our man Towns' double-double. Towns couldn't get us to 10 boards. Leave it to him to be the one to sell us. I know, I told you guys, Towns sometimes can't be trusted. He couldn't be trusted yesterday. And he sold our sweep. Now, I will say, the picks that I have in today's video, I really like a lot, man. Like, these plays are some of my favorite player props that I've had in in a while, in terms of value and in terms of confident ability. I don't think that's a word. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Maybe I need to go Google that. But confidence to find out, or my confidence into plays. Anyways, I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video. Look at this doofus. Mother freaker sold our slip. Anyway, look at I'm going to pick a winner from yesterday's video. Give us a free month of VIP. If this video gets 250 likes, I will select a random comment down below to win a free month of our VIP. So drop a comment, leave a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, you got to be a subscriber to win, so make sure you guys are hitting that sub button if you haven't already. We're super close to 40K subs. I really do appreciate and love every single one of you guys, for real. And let's go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday. So the winner from yesterday's video is for our man B. Merck. He said, Vegas came for you yesterday. They didn't like you calling them out for rigging games. All right. You know, sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be discussing this topic because maybe they just get rid of me. I say that kind of jokingly, but for real, maybe I should just stop talking about some of the political side of the sports betting. But B Merck or B Mayer, I'm not sure how you say your name. B Mayer, KT. Maybe I'm just dumb and can't read right. But send me a message on Discord, my man, or woman, and I'll get you added for that free month of VIP. Appreciate the love and support, like I said, and let's talk about some of our wins from yesterday. So yesterday's video, I said the day before was kind of mid. We actually profited two and a half units overall the day before. So it wasn't, I mean, 2.5 units you can't really say is mid. At a $250 unit size, it ends up being over $500 profit. So that's good. Now, I'm going to give some free sauce for the people who are new to this or the people who are struggling a little bit. And I want you guys to think about sports betting in a different mindset, because mindset is one of the biggest things when it comes to doing this. And if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to be profitable and you're not setting yourself up for long term. So I see people come in here and they might have a $400 bankroll and they'll be like, yeah, my goal is to make $4,000 this month. Why? Why is your goal $4,000 with the $400? Where else in the world can you put your money? Stock market, investing in a bank, some high yield savings account, whatever. Where are you going to return a 10x in a month on your money? It's not going to happen. Like, the odds of that happening are so slim to none that you're just setting yourself up for failure trying to chase numbers like that. Here's my advice. Pick a small number. And I'm going to give you an example here looking at this underdog slip we cashed last night. We had Jaylen Brown and Towns for points. Towns obviously had a great points game, just couldn't get the rebounds for us. This is a $50 max entry for a $109 payout. So we profited $59 on this slip. If you profit $50 per day, you're making $1,500 a month profit. I want you to sit here and think about this. If you could make $1,500 a month from sports betting, would it change your life? If it would, then why not shoot for a $50 per day win rather than trying to go for the 4K a month? You see what I'm saying? And winning $150 per month. Because realistically, man, you can go play these underdog boosts with $50 and you can play some very safe slips for $50 maxes and you can get some nice payouts on them or just get some nice dubs. That's $59. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I know $59 doesn't seem like a lot, but over time that adds up. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, whether it be $10 a day, $20 a day, $20 a day is going to be $600 a month. Think of things that way. Think of it small rather than trying to make this a sprint. It's going to be a marathon, guys. If you have a small bankroll, your goal needs to be to slowly build that up so that you can play bigger slips and make bigger profits. I play anywhere from 100 to 100 from $100 to $250 on my bets. Straight bets, I like playing 250. You can see I played Spurs last night and the Raptors, 250 to win 360 on both of those. Just happened to be the exact odds. I know it looks stupid, but cash me out. I did play the Knicks. The Knicks sold me, but I'll show you here in a second some other slips. Obviously, cashed 2 of the 3 tacos yesterday. One of the tacos, my pair missed. It is what it is. We had a great day yesterday regardless. Brown, Towns, Vassell cashed me out. And then I had the Spurs with the Raptors on a parlay. I won $217 on that one. Scotty Barnes and SGA taco cashed us out. SGA, Sadiq, and then Bagley cashed us. And then had another 4-man on Sleeper. So that's what I cashed yesterday. Hopefully you guys had a green day as well with all the cashing tacos. So I will say I've had some people in the chat say be wary of Prizepicks today when they give 3 green tacos. You know they're coming for revenge the next day. Probably so be careful. Anyways, if you guys do want to join our Discord, I'm going to start giving. Now my goal now is I want to start dropping some more videos, like informational videos. So I want to teach you guys from the ground up how to be. I want to help people. That's one of my new goals. Like I mean I've always tried to help obviously, but my new goal is. I want to provide so much value that you guys don't have to go anywhere else. So if there's any questions or topics that you would like me to cover, link them down in the comments. And I'm going to start making long-form videos sporadically. Still make my free pick videos, but I want to give informational videos, kind of like bankroll management and stuff like that. I know I've done some videos like that in the past, but I want to make some very high-class, high-quality videos for you guys for that. So just let me know if you have any topics I could cover in the comments. I'll write it down on a list, and I'll try to get to them. But if you guys want to join the Discord, it's free to join. If you want to get all my picks, $10 a week or $25 a month, you're not going to find a better deal anywhere. And if you guys want to join the mentorship program, this isn't the exclusive one. There is the elite mentorship, but then I have an exclusive mentorship that if you guys want to, it's one-on-one coaching. If you guys want to sign up for that, I'm taking 30 people max. We've got a lot. We've almost filled half of the slots. So if you're interested in that, then you guys can sign up with that type form down below, top link in the description. Anyways, I know I just rambled for like 7 minutes, so I do apologize. Let's talk about these games, guys. So Spurs Magic, not much. I mean, we can look at where the money's at. It's kind of a 50-50 split. Not really anything major I'm going to look at here. Spurs are on a back-to-back. They beat Memphis last night. I had Spurs money line. They're playing in Orlando. They're traveling. Like this is tough. It's a tough game for the Spurs because without Wemby and without Castle, I don't know that they beat the Magic anyways, even if they're fresh. So for me, the way I'm looking at this is with no Wemby, with no Castle, I kind of go with the Magic here. I think the Magic win this game. Now, the Spurs at plus 280 might be some value there if you think they can pull the upset. But for me, I got the Magic in this game, and that's who I would be taking. Same thing for here. We got the Trailblazers on a back-to-back. They played against Toronto yesterday. I personally took the Raptors. The Raptors cashed me out. Portland on the road versus the Cavs. The Cavs are a far better team. Injury news for the Cavs. They're looking pretty dang healthy. Missing Jared Allen and a Max. Missing some other players as well, but Lonzo is probable. But they have Garland, they have Mitchell, and they have Mobley. Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, and Hunters. 4 of their starting 5. This Magic team, or this Cavs team, pretty dang good. I think they pull out a win here tonight at home. Next game we have is going to be the Nuggets versus the Pacers. There's some props in this game that I like. I'm liking Siakam, and we'll go over that here in a minute as well. But Murray's questionable. Jokic is probable. They're missing Brown. They're missing Gordon. Murray's big here. If Murray sits, man, this game could stay more competitive than we really give it credit for, okay? I know how bad this Pacers team has been. They're still missing Naismith. They're missing Obi Toppin. Obviously, Halliburton out for season. But I could realistically see this game staying competitive enough for a lot of the players to cast a prop line. Now, should be pretty decently fast-paced. 236.5 total is actually very fast-paced. Jokic is probably going to feast, especially if Murray sits. So maybe you can get some value on Joker somewhere. Me, I think the Nuggets win. I can't trust the Pacers. 4-17. They don't look good. Nuggets, one of the better teams in the league. One of the best, in my opinion, if they're healthy. So I have to roll with them to win this game. Now, here's where some upsets could potentially happen, in my personal opinion. So we got the Hornets taking on the Knicks. The Knicks are minus 330, 8.5-point spread. You got 93% of the money right now on the Knicks with 92% of bets. Everybody's on the Knicks. 77% of the money on the Knicks covering an 8.5-point spread. Now, Hornets plus 335. They're missing Brandon Miller. LaMelo's been ass. He's ready to get traded, so obviously he hasn't been stepping it up. I understand all these things. All these injuries. It looks like the Knicks are probably gonna feast on the Hornets tonight. Now, with all this money on the Knicks, it's hard for me, especially when the Knicks are on a back-to-back. I don't matter if they're home or not. They're still on a back-to-back, and they had a tough game last night. They lost to the Celtics. Was the only play that I missed on my sports books, which is pretty annoying that they chalked me because realistically they should have won. Brunson had a bad game. If Brunson would have played well last night, they beat the Celtics for sure, and they were winning most of the first half, and then gave up a pretty big lead. But anyways, I think the Hornets at plus 335 is not a bad bet. Now, I'm going to give you my personal opinion. I think the Knicks are I know the Knicks are the better team. I think the Knicks win this game. With this amount of money on the Knicks, I don't feel comfortable playing the Knicks at minus 330 because of the bullcrap that happens in sports. So I will personally probably put a quarter of a unit on the Hornets. So let's talk about a quarter of a unit. I will divide my $250 by 4. That's going to give me my quarter, and that's what I'm going to play on it. So it ends up being a little over $50. Something like that. 75 is more than a quarter. But yeah, between $50 and $75 somewhere. I don't know what the exact number is. I'm not feeling like mathing right now. So that's what you're going to see me play. The chance to 3x your money, you'd win almost a full unit profit off of betting a quarter of a unit. So, and if you wanted to do a third of a unit, you could do it that way and you profit a full unit. So that's what I'm going to do. Realistically, like I said, I think the Knicks win, but I do think this is a spot where if Charlotte wins, man, plus 335 odds, you're getting a pretty good deal there. So I'm willing to take a risk on that one. Next game, Clippers Hawks. I think this is going to be a good game for props. I think it stays pretty competitive. I think this is a game we should target. I'm struggling to talk, so I'm going to go through the rest of these pretty quickly. Nets versus Bulls. Bulls are the better team, playing at home. Brooklyn's hard to trust. Neither team on a back-to-back. Most of the money's on the Bulls. Bulls are on a 4-game loss streak. I feel like a lot of people is going to end up taking the Nets at plus 300. I don't think the Nets at plus 300 is a bad bet, but I do think the Bulls win this game personally. If it was in Brooklyn, maybe I would take the Nets, but I just don't trust the Nets to get this win. I like Michael Porter Jr. in this game, one of my favorite plays on the slate. 231.5 point total, fast-paced matchup versus the Bulls, and I do think that he has a good game. Houston Rockets, Kings, fading it, take the Rockets. Next game, we have the Pistons versus the Bucks. I'm going to take the Pistons. I think this game stays competitive. I think Milwaukee could cover this 4.5 point spread, but I think the Pistons are the better team. They are playing on the road. Bucks at home with Giannis and friends. Sometimes pull some upsets, man. Not a ton of money on the Pistons. It's kind of a 50-50 split. Obviously, there's a little bit more on the Pistons, but I do think that this game stays competitive enough to where we can get a good game out of it, and some of these props can cash us. Last game on the slate is Miami versus Dallas. Most money on Miami. AD is playing this game. I think AD is a great prop. Dallas at plus 196, not a bad bet. Now the Heat's been looking pretty strong. Dallas won 2 games in a row. They beat the Clippers and they beat the Nuggets in their last 2 games. So I do think this is a game where Dallas could potentially win. Norman Powell is questionable. They have Tyler Hero now, but Dallas is looking okay, man. Okay too, man. So PJ Washington is questionable. They're missing Lively still. Lots of other things going on here on this team, but I do think this is a good, fast-paced, competitive game, and the total on this game is sitting at 241.5, which is the highest pace, fastest-paced game on the slate. So very good game to watch. Let's talk about these player props, guys. So the first thing I wanted to say is if you guys do want to get a free month of our VIP, you can sign up to any partnered app down in the description. So one of these being Parlay Play. Parlay Play is one of my favorite apps. You can get a free month of our VIP signing up using code FANTASYACES. They give you a deposit match. They give you a free $5 if you sign up with our code. Highly recommend you guys do it. Links down in the description. There's not a whole lot of people that have partnerships with Parlay Play. They're very selective. So I am saying right now, like if you want to get that deposit match right now, our code, I'm telling you, use it. Code FANTASYACES. And you can do that with any of the partnered apps down below. You can get up to 7 full months of VIP for free. Highly recommend you guys do it. And let's go ahead and jump into some of these player props. So the first one on the slate that I've already talked to you guys about, is going to be for our man Pascal Siakam. I like Siakam to give us 20 points. And the main reason for this is I tell you guys I get baited all the time by Parlay Play boosts. This is one of them that I didn't get baited by. I was thinking about Siakam anyway versus the Nuggets, and they had him at a 1.45x. So this is like a minus 230 odds play. And you can click this chart right here, and you can see where all these different books have it at. So I'm going to take off Hard Rock and Fliff. I'm going to take off Sleeper. I'm going to leave FanDuel, DraftKings, Prizepicks. So you can see kind of where Prizepicks line doesn't even work, but put Bovada. So you can see kind of where the line sits. The best value you can get right now is going to be minus 196 on DraftKings if you were to straight bet it. But you can see minus 220, minus 230 across the board. You can bring all these in here. Like you're getting strong minus 200 vibes for this to cash. Now, he's cashed it 75% of games on the season, averaging 24 points per game. It's a good matchup. He's shooting, 20-plus field goal attempts in 3 straight games, putting up a lot of shot volume. Siakam's the best player on the team. He's got to step it up in games like this where they could potentially keep a game close and potentially win. So this is a good spot for Siakam. I like this play a lot at 1.45x specifically. So lock it in on parlay play. Prizepicks value is not going to be nearly as good without the boost on Siakam. So that's going to be pick number 1. Second pick that I have for today is going to be my man Michael Porter Jr. You guys know Porter Jr. is a wagon. His first came back from his injury or sickness or whatever was wrong with him. I think he had some small minor injury, but he sat for a couple games. He came back, and I faded him his last game. I was like, don't take Porter just because I don't know how many minutes he's going to play, if he's going to be limited. Dude had 46 PRA, and he played 36 minutes. And that was versus the Hornets. Had a pop-off game, 35-point game. I like him for 29.5 PRA once again, man. Like, this is one of my favorite slips or favorite lines on the slate. He's cashed at 12 of 17 games. He's averaging 35 PRA. Look at Chicago's defense. They give up more stats than about any other team in about every single position. Now, if you go to the small forward and power forward position, it's not quite as much, but pretty much to every single position you look at, they're giving up a lot of stats. So value here for Porter is about as good as you're going to get. I think this game stays actually pretty competitive. And like I said, the Nets could potentially pull up an upset here at plus 300 odds. So if you want to play that, you can. But I like Porter here. He hasn't, wrong Porter. But he hasn't sold me. I don't think he sold me once on this prop. Maybe one time. Dude has been a wagon for me this season. This gives you a 1.8x or 1.9x. Payout's not amazing, but I like the value here at $250 to pay $470. Like I said, guys, shoot for small wins. $20 a day is $600 a month, which is some of y'all's car payment, which is legitimately enough to cover a lot of things for you guys. Just remember that. So it's right here a $220 profit. Why would I be mad about $220 profit just because it's only a 1.9x? I'm not. If I did this every single day, that would be $6,000 profit if I just cashed one of them per day. So I'm 100% okay with this. And that's kind of the way I look at things. I look at things like small wins add up over time. If you want to shoot for that $10,000 parlay and maybe hit one of them in your lifetime, go for it, man. If that's what you want to do, if that's what gives you the joy, do it. But I've been trying to beat this into y'all's head for years. Like, you don't have to chase 10,000 odds parlays and to be profitable. Like, that's not where the money's at. And I've been doing this for a long time. My dad, who is Fantasy Ace in the Discord, has been doing this for 30 plus years. And I'm telling you right now, he's tried every type of parlay you can possibly think of. So just throwing it out there. Third pick of the day. This is where value gets a little bit better. So the first one's going to be for our man Anthony Davis. So I'm taking AD. I like his points and assist prop. Now, I was looking at his assist line. His assist line, 2.5. He's cashed it in 5 of 7 games this season. He's been getting quite a few assists. Now, he has a couple games where he chalked. Most of the games he's getting at least 3. And I almost ran assists alone, minus 135. It's almost even odds. So I was looking at it, and I was like, man, they're playing against Miami. Like, this is going to be a fast-paced game. This is a game where Dallas can keep it close. Dallas could potentially win this game plus 200 underdogs at home. This could be a good spot to take Dallas. And I was like, if AD just has one of his pop-off games, because AD could score 30-plus points in a game. We already know this. So, like, it just depends on how he's playing. If he has that points game, he's not going to get 3 assists probably. He's averaging 21 points per game on the season. And some of these, you got to take a look at the amount of minutes he plays. Like, some of these don't even matter. But games he's playing in normal minutes, he's averaging 25 points plus per game. Going against the team, bottom 10 defense in terms of points allowed to give up over 118 points per game. To the power forward and center position. Not giving up too many, but our man AD should have a great game here. So I like his points and assist line at 24.5. And I want to talk about that. So AD's points line is 22.5. His assist line is 2.5. If you put them together, that gives you 25. So at 24.5, you're actually getting better value on the points and assist line. Now, the payout on this is like a 1.5x, I think. Unless they've changed it. Yeah, 1.52x, so close to even odds. His 22.5 points is going to be even odds, I believe. Yeah, 1.7x, so technically, if you look at this, you're going to be like, okay, the value's worse. But no, here's why. On an assist prop, AD could have 5 assists this game. He could have 5 assists and then completely soar over that points and assist line. That makes this way worth it. Or he could have a pop-off points game. So you have two chances for him to pop off. And that's the way you got to look at it, too. Your odds, you almost double your chances here for him to have a really good game for assists or really good games for points. He doesn't have that one option. Like, if you used to play assists, if he doesn't have a good game for assists, you chalk. You play points, he doesn't have a good game for points, you chalk. Like, if you play points and assists, he can have a bad game on assists, but a really good game for points and still cash you, and vice versa. You can have 8 assists or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you actually have multiple chances here, which is why I like playing like PRA and stuff like that as well. I know I play a lot of points sometimes too, but it just depends on the player and the slate. But 24.5 points and assists for AD. Like this line a lot. I think he cashes this out, and I'm going to be locking it in. So fade it if you like it. Fade it if you like it. If you like it, play it. If you don't, fade it. All right, last play on the game. I got this from the Discord. My Discord, I asked for them to give me one of their favorite plays. This was kind of a unanimous vote. Everybody said Con Knuppel. You guys wanted to play Knuppel, rebounds and assists, and I kind of like it, man. So 8.5 for Knuppel. He's cashed it 10 of 21 games this season so far. Brandon Miller is out today, so we're just going to do games without Miller. Games without Miller, he's cashed 8 of 15 games, which is he's averaging right at 10 RA. Now, this is a game where I think they can win. They are going to need somebody like Knuppel to step this up. I'm telling you, Knuppel has those games where he pops off. So I'm not sure if you can buy Knuppel down, but I'm thinking you probably can on Prizepicks. So 7.5 RA with Knuppel, I like even better. We'll put us at 7.5, and he goes up to a 10 of 15 games, so 60%. A few games in here where he's hit 8 on the dot. So obviously I like that better. If you play that with AD on Prizepicks, which may be what I end up doing, you can get a 2x right here for just these two plays. Now, if you play it on Parlay Play, excuse me for coughing, by the way, 1.7x, this gives you a 2.6x. So the value really is way better right now on Parlay Play than playing it on Prizepicks. So, I mean, points and assists, and then, yeah, one RA less for a 0.6x payout. I'd probably just risk it for the extra RA. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this, lock it in. If we chalk both slips, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm taking my risks here, but I like the AD, Con Knuppel, cash this out, and then I got Siakam and Michael Porter Jr. My favorite of the two slips is probably Siakam and Porter. Now, you guys can mix and match these if you like. I like the AD play a lot. If you want to play AD and Porter, maybe I play that too. I kind of like that. Dang. I might play that. I might end up playing that. We'll see. But that's what I got for today, guys. Struggling a little bit today. Hopefully I'll be back to normal here soon. I miss making these long form videos. I miss talking about all the games a lot. I really do. I enjoy it. So if you guys want to join the mentorship, like I said, fill out that questionnaire at the top link in the description. We had our first meeting last night. It actually went very, very well, and meeting a lot of cool people. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you can. Like I said, it's limited. And then if you guys want to join the Discord to get all the picks, join it, man. So love to have you guys in there. Love to have you a part of the community, and I'll see y'all in the next video, hopefully after we sweep.